Hello, everybody. Hi, friends in the internet and friends in the room with me.
Hello. Hi, Megan.
This is so very strange, but so very lovely to be here with you all tonight. I am Megan Burke, and we are The Rhythm Method, and we are here celebrating the release of our album, A Few Concerns, which came out last Friday on Gold Bolus Recordings. I am honored to be able to have an album of my music that I wrote for this quartet over the years, and to have them here to play the album live with me. Kind of nervous. It's been a while since I played an actual show in real time, so it's like, whoa, what is this thing? So thank you all for being here. It seems like the chat has already been pretty active, but if you are here and you want to let us know you're here, if you want to ask a question, where can I buy the album? Where can I donate to the Rhythm Method, for instance? Where'd you get that cool air horn? Whatever your questions might be, drop those in the chat. Also, just a couple housekeeping things. This is a free show, as you know, because you're here. But if you would like to donate what you might have paid as a cover charge in the olden days of coming to see musicians play in bars and clubs and venues, feel free to donate to the Rhythm Method via our Fractured Atlas page. There's a link to that just beneath this video. Our wonderful friend Abigail, who's our chat pilot here, thank you, Abigail, will drop that link in the chat for you as well. And you can also donate to us through PayPal at our quartet email, which is therhythmmethodquartet@gmail.com. And any donations for tonight, for this stream, will go towards our commissioning fund for next season, which we haven't announced yet, but it's super exciting, and you will be supporting the creation of some really great work. And finally, one last way to support us is to buy the album, which exists as a CD and also as a digital download. And it's got beautiful cover art by my good friend Werner Kitzmüller, very post-apocalyptic, which is probably pretty familiar to some of you all right now. There are also lyrics on the inside. Now, you may not have the lyrics with you right now to follow along or sing along, but if you would like to have those, there is also a link in the information on this video as well as in the chat that will take you to the lyrics for the entire set this evening. Especially since I am wearing a mask, we're all wearing masks. You might want to follow along if you really want to hear every detail, or just sing along with us, which you're more than welcome to do. We won't know unless you tell us. So again, thank you all so much for coming. We're going to get to the musical part, I guess. The first song we're playing tonight is the first song on the album, and it's very dear to my heart. This one's called Hysteria. And when I was writing it a couple of years ago, I was thinking about how this word hysteria is kind of used very often to silence people who think, oh, maybe this isn't just what it's supposed to be like. Maybe things should be better for me and for people like me. Or people who are like, maybe this virus is like a real thing. Maybe we should do something about it. So it's interesting how this word is used strategically, I might guess, to make people feel like they're crazy. And I realized that I had always known it had something to do with the feminine anatomy. But in researching it a little more, I discovered that the idea of hysteria was linked to this idea of the wandering womb, so that the uterus had actually dislodged itself and sort of went traipsing about inside the woman's body, which was why she might be feeling a little bit grumpy, a little bit enraged, a little bit sad, whatever. It's fine. It's just that your womb is in your knee today, or in your earlobe, or wherever, kind of like a magic school bus inside the body. So This is horrifying, but as I think many of us have discovered in the course of our lives, and especially this past year, sometimes it feels oddly apt for the way that our emotions can sort of move stuff around inside us. So if anyone feels some connection with that idea, this song's for you. Oh, wandering womb, where do you go? What are you looking for? Who can make you stay? Lay your hands on me gently, kindly. Oh, roving eye, what do you see? Around the dusky corner, oh, save your dreaming for your sleep. Doctor's orders, rest your eyes on me, sadly, longingly. Don't be disturbed, don't be distressed, it'll go away any day. Don't be unnerved, don't get upset, it's just a little case of hysteria. Oh, wandering womb, what are you whispering? Who tried to shut you up? How did they make you settle down? They said know your place. They said we know best.
Found out Moon's daughter accused of practicing witchcraft, confessed of her own free will that she learned witchcraft from the late Anne when children, that she received her powers in a taste of bread and fruit, that she tested her powers to begin with on a dog, that she gave the dog some food in which she had inserted evil, and it died shortly after.
Exercise.
That she cast a spell on the bailiff.
Be a good girl.
That she gave
Compromise.
that she had
Don't
rolled the devil,
be
that he soon fell ill and
Don't
died.
be distressed. Don't be unnerved. Don't get upset. Don't feel concerned. Don't feel oppressed. Don't be the word. Thanks, everybody. That was Hysteria. I'm Megan Burke. This is the Rhythm Method, if you're just dropping in. We're so happy to be here with you tonight, celebrating the release of A Few Concerns. Abigail, how's the chat going?
A lot of exciting, supportive things happening in the chat.
A lot of exciting and supportive things. That's great to hear.
Friends, we got Becky and Tom.
Oh, my parents. Hey.
Hi.
Yes. We got James, we got Renee.
Hi, James. Hi,
We
Renee.
got a special shout out for Leah Ashes Vibrato.
Oh, so good.
Thank you.
The fifth member of the quartet.
Leah's vibrato.
We got Joan, we got Dave Bruder.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Anais.
Evan, Mike Mitchell.
Evan Mitchell.
Hemingway,
Laura Hemingway. Cool.
Asher.
So many wonderful people.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you all so much for coming. We're really very happy to be here playing music for you at Skull Street Studio. And the next song we're going to play is a piece that I wrote when we were performing Anton Webern's 5 Movements for String Quartet at Joe's Pub a few years ago in the golden age of live performance. And in case you're not familiar with Anton Webern, he was a early 20th century Austrian composer who wrote very kind of spare atonal music. His music is super concise, and his whole life's work is also super concise. I think it can fit on like a 3 CD set or something like that. That's the entire life's work. And as we were playing this, I was kind of like, I realized I don't know like what his situation was in World War II. Like, where did he end up? And I found out he was not Jewish, so he was okay in himself, but his music, which was very closely affiliated with his teacher, Arnold Schoenberg, and which was super atonal and weird, was classified like along with Jewish music as depraved. And so his music wasn't played, but he was kind of okay. And so he was in this position of, I think, a lot of people at that time of being like, well, I'm just gonna keep my head down and hope that I get through this war alive. And I think that understanding of how complicity happens is something that at that time I felt was really important for us in the US to think about a little more. And for many reasons, which are not good at all, I think people have been forced to think about that in the past couple of years, and that's, I hope, a really positive thing. This song deals with Webern's death, which is kind of tragic, as you know, most death is, I suppose. But in the aftermath of World War II, after the war had already ended, Austria was occupied by the 4 Allied powers. Webern was staying in the American-occupied zone in Upper Austria and went out after curfew just outside his house to smoke a cigar. But a drunken North Carolinian army chef mistook his lit cigar for a grenade of some sort and shot him. And so we were deprived of the potential 4th and 5th CDs of the Webern compilation. I'm dating myself by talking about the CD as a medium. Anyway, that was kind of a tragically poetic story. So I wrote this piece called Coda, which I hope you'll enjoy. It's my attempt at a 12-tone pop song. a long time now. Don't wake the children. He wasn't a collaborator, but then he didn't say no neither. After the victory back in North Carolina, safe on the right side of history. He drowns in whiskey dreams, ungraspable melodies. Hadn't you heard? The war is over. Hadn't you heard? There's nothing left to kill. The sky is drawn and quartered. We are safe within our borders. Thanks so much. That was Coda. Next up, I'm going to be playing a little song by myself on the guitar. So while I switch over to that, I'm going to hand you over to the wonderful Leah Asher, who's going to tell you a little bit about who we are.
Hello. As we've mentioned, we're the Rhythm Method. We're 4 performer-composers. We write a lot of our own music and play a lot of new music by people we know, our friends, lots of other people. We just recently had a concert on the Tribeca New Music Festival that I think you can still access. And we have another one coming up on February 4th, so you should check that one out. Do we have any other fun announcements? We're trying to keep things going. We're planning on recording some stuff, but mostly it's just really exciting to get to play a live show for once, so really happy to be here. Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So this is a little song called Little Disaster. And although I wrote it well before the pandemic, it feels like it really captures the feeling of being stuck in the same place with someone that, although you may love them very dearly, it has been a very long time. Who's calling the shots now? Who's calling the shots now? Who isn't a little rough around the edges? Who isn't a little soft around the core? You and me, sprawled out, shacked up in our hiding place, till I don't know whose things are yours, and I don't know whose limbs are yours, and who's calling the shots now. Who's calling the shots now? Who doesn't love to sabotage from time to time? Who doesn't know how to play dead? Weren't you there when I was on the floor? Weren't you there when I was running out the door so you'd come running after? We're no strangers to disaster, but this, my friend, is something different. This, my friend, is disappointment. Thank you.
Yeah, go.
All right. How's everybody doing in the chat? Anyone have any questions for us? Any, I don't know.
Concerns?
Any answers for us? Yeah, that would be great.
We've gotten some comments from Ben Royal Ward.
Oh, hi, Ben.
Goldstein, Julia Henderson.
Wow.
Woo.
So
Nice.
awesome.
Cool.
Clement So.
Clement!
Idea for your next album, Piaf meets Pierrot. That's awesome.
We should repeat that.
I will
probably.
take that.
Yeah, the ones
It was a description of the music as Piaf meets Pierrot, which is that really?
Or was it a suggestion
Huh?
for the next album?
Oh, it was a suggestion. I see. Sorry, I missed that part.
We should record Pierrot Lunaire, but you
With
should
Edith
sing
Piaf
it.
singing. Via me. I will be the vessel for Edith Piaf. Yeah, I did a mean La Vie en Rose for my high school French club. So there we go. All right, cool. Thanks. Hi, everybody.
Arjun's here, Edward Hamill.
Arjun, Ed, hello.
Got beautiful music and props to the engineer.
Beautiful music and props to the engineer, apropos of which I would be remiss not to thank Bernd Klug, who is mixing and recording this show tonight, and who also mixed and recorded the album, and also just so happens to be a very wonderful and loving partner. So thank you, Bernd. And thanks as well to Renee from Skull Street, who is doing the video right now. And making us look good, hopefully. No, thank you. It's really it's such a treat to be able to do this and not have to worry from our end about the technical aspects of live streaming, which, as many of you know, is a complex and finicky beast. So thanks for making all this run so smoothly. Next up, we're going to do a little set of 2 songs with an improvised interlude in between. The first song is called Smile. And, we were just talking about this song the other day and how we thought it shouldn't be as relevant now that we're wearing masks on our faces and it's cold, so we're wearing big puffy coats and scarves. So there's really only like this much of our faces or skin exposed
Not
to
to
the
mention
public.
we haven't worn anything except sweatpants on most days.
True.
About a year.
But somehow, despite all that, there are still people asking mostly women to smile through their masks. There's still people catcalling all of us for regardless of what we're trying to do. And it really seems like something that we should just leave in the pre-pandemic world, but sadly that doesn't seem to be the case. So anyway, this is a song that is based on many a true story, be followed by some improvisation, and then a song called Eggshells. So thanks for being here. Girl, where you going with that big guitar? You flip your long hair, flick your long finger. Pretty bird girl, won't you play me, sing me a song? You're a big girl, but my car's bigger. It's a sad world, but I'll make it better. Sad girl, you know I can make you smile. I'll take you home, girl, take you home. Girl, why don't you smile? Girl, why don't you smile? Girl, why don't you smile? Why don't you smile, girl? Hey girl, where you trying to run? You know you can't, no you can't, no you can't run away. You may be fast, girl, but I'm faster. You may be wild, but I'm a disaster. Just let me run with you. Go wild. I'll make you smile. Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to be my friend? Don't you want to run with me? Don't you want to be my girlfriend? Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to be my friend? Don't you want to run with me? Don't you want to be my girlfriend? Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to be my friend? Don't you want to run with me? Don't you want to be my girlfriend? Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to be my friend? Don't you want to run with me? Don't you want to be my girlfriend? Where are you trying to run? Where are you trying to run? Where are you trying to run? Where are you trying to run, girl?
Why don't you play me a song?
Where are you trying to run, girl?
Why don't you play me a song?
Where are you trying to run, girl?
Why don't you play me a song?
Where are you trying to run, girl?
Why don't you play me a
Hey,
song?
girl. Nobody told you how to lie. Nobody taught you how. Nobody told you not to cry. You just figured it out. Nobody put that mask on you. Nobody glazed your eyes. Nobody weighed your body down. It was you who cut you down to size. Somebody Nobody told you that the decks were stacked against you. Nobody told you that it's not enough to be just as good. Thank you. I'm gonna applaud for the band. I think now is a great time to introduce everybody who's here on stage, starting with Carrie Fry, who played that masterful Feelings viola solo and vocal harmonies. Yeah, amazing. So great to play with you, Carrie. Leah Asher, already noted for her vibrato.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Leah. You're the best. And Marina Kifferstein on violin and vocals and various other things which will appear as we move forward in the evening. So thank you all. This is The Rhythm Method. I'm Megan Burke. So the next song that we have here actually is going to involve audience participation from afar. So as you know, if you're here in the room or if you're at home or at work, as Garth Brooks said, feel free to sing along. This is a pretty easy one to follow, so I won't teach you the sing-along beforehand. I think you'll be able to pick it up. But what I would like to do, because this is the internet, is that I think we should make it a challenge, because I feel like that's the only way that you get people to do things on the internet. So we're going to do a sing-along challenge. If you want to take a little snippet, video, audio clip of yourself singing along with us and tag us, Rhythm Method Fortet on Instagram. It's Rhythm Method with one M in the middle, and then the number 4, Tet. That is too complicated to explain, but that's what it is. And I'm Meggocello on Instagram, MEGGOCELLO. And we're just the normal Rhythm Method on Facebook, not to be confused with the Al Gore Rhythm Method, which is apparently a thing.
There are a bunch of Rhythm Method adjacent Facebook pages.
Yeah, and like Rhythm Method with like another added pun.
Yeah, we're the
Rhythm
one-
Method music, you'll find us.
Rhythm Method music.
Exactly.
But also there are other Rhythm Method bands on
Don't
Facebook.
follow them.
Yeah.
Well,
They're like
I mean, maybe.
There's someone mistakenly tagged us instead of a different Rhythm Method band on Facebook, and they were very nice about it.
Yeah,
You
but
can follow them.
I feel like they were maybe like a cover band in New Jersey. Is
I
that?
think they were like a rock cover band in
Yeah.
New Jersey,
I believe we are the only string quartet called the Rhythm Method. So
as far as we know.
Safe to say.
anyway, that just gave you plenty of time to figure out what you're gonna do for your sing-along challenge to this next song, which is called Cry. Another challenge I'd like to invite you to do in the chat is that if you can think of other places where you enjoy crying from time to time, besides the places that are listed in this song, which are not totally relevant to this time, although I think, as we were saying, we've been doing more crying, less riding the subway. So tell us where you've been crying, if that's something you'd like to share. And please do sing along when the time comes. Sometimes a girl needs to cry in the subway. Sometimes a girl needs to cry in the subway. Sometimes a girl needs to cry. Sometimes a boy needs to cry in a stairwell. Sometimes a boy needs to cry in a stairwell. Sometimes a boy needs to cry. Sometimes a man needs to cry on the sidewalk. Sometimes a man needs to cry on the sidewalk. Sometimes a man needs to cry. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry. It's your turn, everybody. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry. I can't hear you through the internet. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry. And let's do a very, very quiet one, ASMR. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry in the subway. Sometimes we all need to cry. I could hear you in the ether. And those of you actually in the room sounded so beautiful. Abigail, does anyone share any favorite crying locations with us?
Definitely the subway.
Definitely the subway.
Unexpectedly anywhere.
Unexpectedly anywhere. Yeah, I feel that.
The woods.
The woods. Oh,
nice
great
place
place.
to
I
cry.
would cry in the woods so much if I had woods to cry in.
Oh, yeah.
And we got, Clemenceau says, into the deep, endless abyss of my soul.
Into the deep, endless abyss of my soul. Okay.
Thank you, Clement. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So speaking of that, we are going to do another little improvised interlude going into actually the sort of the title track of this album, which is also the oldest piece on it, A Few Concerns Concerning the Second Coming. And this piece is actually based on a passage from the Gospel of Matthew, which talks about the apocalypse from various perspectives, one of which is sort of Mother Earth being told that all of these wars and famines and plagues are just the beginning of the birth pangs. And I was like, that seems really unfair for this earth. And various other stories, like the two people will be working in the field, one will be taken, one will be left. It also says, like, beware of false prophets. So I was like, well, what if, like, I totally think my prophet is the prophet, but it's the wrong prophet? What do I do? So many conundra concerning this whole Armageddon thing. I wrote this before. I feel like there were a lot of kind of Armageddons that were yet to happen with the climate. I mean, it was totally happening, but I was not as fully aware of it back in 2013 when I wrote this. Also this past year, everything that's gone on. So it's really interesting and kind of intense to revisit it
I think
at
you
this
actually
time.
had, like, just written it when we met, and you played it for me. And I think this was the first time that you, like, played me a song of yours.
Was this at Lucerne?
It was in the dressing room at Lucerne.
Cool.
You played me this one and that one, the very sweet, I forgot what it's called. It's like a very sweet love song.
When You're Gone?
Yeah. When
I only have one of those.
Yeah.
So. That's the one.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so we'll play some other stuff, and then you will hear a few concerns concerning the second coming. Speaking of which, where's the album? Look at this post-apocalyptic landscape. It's very cool. So you can buy this CD, or you can also buy a digital download at my Bandcamp, meganburke.bandcamp.com. What does 4 mean?
Hold it up.
Hold it up. Oh, I see. I'm getting signaled. I'm holding it up. Here you go. And once again, in case you came in late, if you would like to pay a sort of cover donation to the Rhythm Method, you can do that at our Fractured Atlas page, where there's a link to this underneath the video. And also, you can just donate us some money on PayPal with our Quartet account, which is the Rhythm Method Quartet at gmail.com. So feel free to support us in any of those ways. Multiple of those ways is great too. Yeah, and we are really looking forward to seeing your sing-along challenges, especially if you sing along to a different song that doesn't lend itself to sing-alongs. I would really enjoy that, such as this one. It's the beauty of the live stream. Can get really experimental. All right, without further ado. on the plow and die 100 deaths. Oh, how can I be lost or found without you? How can I be damned or saved without you? What if I see him where I'm not supposed to? What if I hear him when I'm not supposed to? What if I see him in the inner rooms? What if I hear him in the wilderness? It should be so cold to die a million deaths, only to be told it was only the beginning. It was only the beginning. It was only the beginning. Only the beginning. Only the beginning. If this is the beginning, Lord, then can't we begin again? Why do you build a house only to burn it down? Why do you bear a child only to eat it up? Why do you build a world only to burn it down? I don't know what that is. I can't see it. Baron just showed me a
It says breathe.
breathe. Oh, cool. That's a great idea. Everybody take a nice breath. I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Really hope we got some sing-alongs from that one.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. So this is actually our last song of the evening. It's flown by. I am very excited to look back at the chat and see what everybody said and maybe respond to you for real. But thank you all so much for coming. This video will be up for a while. We'll also eventually put the sort of finalized recording videos up, and we'll let you know when that's happening if you're interested. But if there's other folks that you think might be interested in watching it, it'll be up at the same link for at least the next week, if not longer. Again, you can follow us, The Rhythm Method, on Facebook and Instagram, as well as me, Megan Burke, on both those platforms. And once again, if you have some dollars to throw our way, please feel free to do that. If you don't, no worries. It's a rough time, so I hope that we're all able to meet in under more normal circumstances soon. Before I introduce the last song, I just want to thank a couple more people who I have not mentioned, who are not in this room. One of them is Wendy Richmond, who is our former violist, who played on this album. Hi, Wendy, if you're listening, we love you. And it's been wonderful working with her. It's been amazing having Carrie join us. Extra props to joining a quartet during a global pandemic and just being incredibly chill all the time. I don't know how you do it. So thanks to Wendy. Also, I would like to thank Joan Finkelstein and Alan Kifferstein, who hosted our recording of this album at their amazing space in the Catskills called the Wheelhouse. It was just this totally idyllic experience of recording, and so we're so grateful to them. I think the sound and the whole atmosphere of the album really has them to thank so much for making that happen. So extra special thanks to Joan and Alan. Also, thank you to Dave Reuter from Gold Bolus Recordings, who's been such an amazing partner on this project, of keeping me on my toes with releasing stuff when time becomes this very slippery entity, as I'm sure you're all familiar with. So thanks a lot to him. And again, thank you to Werner Kitzmüller, who's this is past his bedtime because he's in Austria, but he made the beautiful cover art, which I showed you before. So once again, thank you all for coming. Thank you to Renee Pierre-Alain for filming this and for hosting us here at Skull Street Studio. It is such a gift to have this space in our community always, but in particular during this time. And Renee and Anita have been so incredibly helpful and flexible, and just really, we're very, very grateful to have you here. And yeah, making this beautiful live stream happen. I think that's everyone. Besides these other people who don't worry, I'll say their names one more time. This last song, I am so overjoyed that it can finally be the celebration that I think we always wanted it to be. Something I wrote in November 2016, which some stuff happened then. You might remember it. You might have totally suppressed it as soon as things went relatively smoothly on Wednesday. But it was written as a protest song, but I always hoped that one day it would get to be a celebration, and still a protest song, because the problems that caused those terrible events of November 2016 and everything that's come since then didn't just come out of nowhere. So I think thinking about one of the things I say in the song is, I don't want the good old days, remembering that the good old days were not good. We're not good for most people. So keeping that spirit of celebration and using it to make the post-pandemic world, whenever that happens, be a more just and caring and welcoming and beautiful place. Thank you once again for coming. It's been such a pleasure sharing this music with you. And without further ado, here is Superpower. A little bit of a do as I make sure I'm still in tune. Small ado. There's no such thing, sir, as a beautiful wall. There's no such thing, sir, no such thing at all. There's no such thing, sir, as a beautiful wall. There's no such thing, sir, no such thing at all. I don't want a superpower, I don't want a nation state. I don't need no rich man to make my country great. I don't want an empire, I don't want a golden dome. I just want a place everyone can call home. I don't want a superpower, I don't want the good old days. I don't want to be exceptional in any way. I don't want dominion, I don't want no rise and fall. I don't want no borders, and I sure as hell don't need no walls. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up such thing at all. There's no such thing, sir, as a beautiful wall. There's no such thing, sir. No such thing at all. Thank you all so much for coming this evening. It's been a real pleasure. We have been, and continue to be, Megan Burke and the Rhythm Method. The Rhythm Method being Marina Kipperstein on monkey drum, little tiny bongo, shaker, little googly eyes, vocals, and the small guitar, aka violin, Leah Asher! That's Leah Asher with the little squeakers and that little thing, I don't know what it's called, and the violin and various other things and vocals and vibrato. And we have Carrie Fry on Feelings viola, Feelings air horn, and Feelings frog. And behind the mixer, my beloved Band Klug. I don't know, is there a way you can make a solo? Feedback. Just kidding, thank you. And we've got Abigail Elman piloting our chat fiercely and making sure everything goes well with this stream. And finally, thanks to Renee and Anita for having us here at Shoals. And for all of you. All right, I'm gonna start singing now. I don't want a superpower, I don't want a nation state. I don't want your lies, I don't want your hate. I don't want your towels, I don't even want to say your name. But someday soon we're gonna trump you at your own game. Thank you.
Megan Burke.
I'm smiling under my mask. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Yeah, we'll see you someday in real life. Buy the album. All right.